so to dig a little bit deeper with the social media and all this programming and shit like that, it's like you scrolling through your motherfucking catalog on your phone, whatever it is, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, you soaking up all this negativity, all these memes, all this shit that just feeds our lower nature and have us program our perception of the world, you know what I'm saying? And once you get your daily dose numerous times out the day, you know what I'm saying, you put that bitch down, now it just affects your perspective on life. So now you may even be looking as a black man going down the street, you see a white person who really is not even thinking about, you know what I'm saying, some racist shit, but you feel inferior. And even on the flip side, as a white person, you walking down the street and you see a black man and you know what I'm saying, you program, you thinking like, damn, so we both at a halt. And you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's programmed for us to think that way, G. Like, I feel like all of us have gods within us, but we don't know the gods within us, you know what I'm saying, because we so dumbed down to this animalistic level, you know what I'm saying, from how we eat, you know what I'm saying, just the images that's just being portrayed. So I think like social media, man, that shit is just fake as fuck. So that's really what it is, man. So I feel like, man, as far as God and spirituality goes, man, I feel like they took the essence of us from us and put it in a book, and you know, they use that book to control us because we don't really understand the meaning behind the book. We have our own interpretation of the shit, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like everything on this planet has an essence of God, whether that be a fucking plant, us, animals, you know what I'm saying? We all connected, but we live in a world where everything is governed by the eye, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be solo dolo, fuck everybody type shit. And I feel like that's what's separating us from showing that godliness, you know what I'm saying, that righteousness that we feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cleansing in your soul where you just actually feel that shit, you know what I'm saying? You know right from wrong. You don't need a book to define that shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's that shit is manipulated, you know? So as far as spirituality goes, like, I'm real spiritual, man. I believe it's a higher power, and I believe the higher power is within us, you know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of actually researching and digging up some shit, because, man, I feel like it's a term called like woke, if you want to say. I don't really know about the term, but as far as my life goes, I feel like, man, maybe 2 years ago, I remember the exact day where my perspective changed completely, and ever since then I couldn't go back to how I used to think, you know what I'm saying? I always wondered, do other people relate to that? Like, is it a specific point where people say, okay, like, nah, I get it? Or, you know, I feel like a lot of people know it's a lot of fucked up shit that's going on, and that the world isn't really what it is, but at the same time, we don't take the time out to really research and expound on it, you know what I'm saying? So we all just continue to be fucking puppets, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. So, you know, it's a journey and a path to enlightenment that we all got to continue on, but some people just give up, some people don't even try. But I know for me, man, before I go out, like, I'm gonna keep going up, you know what I'm saying? And finding that God within me, within, you know, my partner, shit, within, you know what I'm saying, my children, within life, like, all this shit, man, because tomorrow isn't promised, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to live the best life that I can, and speak out whenever I can on situations. Money isn't real, you know what I'm saying? We are chasing a dream, we chasing some shit that doesn't really exist, you know what I'm saying? So how could we live in a world where, you know, we don't have a need? They say, like, money is the root of all evil, but money isn't the root of all evil. Need is the root of all evil. You need money. People think that they need money. People need love. People need things, so they do whatever they can to get the need. You know what I'm saying? So once you remove that need from, you know, society, the motherfuckers go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that brings me back to my point about the monopoly board and shit. Like, you know, set up this system for motherfuckers to think that they have to do this or they have to do that. You know, like, even as far as like liberation goes, people think, oh, we got to get our money up, we got to create wealth and shit like that. But I think even that shit is fake. You know what I'm saying? that shit is just another game for us to keep going around on the board. So I don't think it's about money. I don't think it's about property. I don't think it's about none of that shit. I think it's about creating a whole motherfucking new system and really just going with that. You know what I'm saying? So the question then turns to how do we go about it? And I think the next step in our reality in our next phase in life is creating a system without money, without need, you know what I'm saying? And that's letting love be the new currency. You feel me? Like, if love was a new currency, then everything would be okay, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers would reach out and start doing, you know what I'm saying, not only for themselves, but for other people, you know what I'm saying? To restore that godliness that's already within us, you know what I'm saying? But we so far removed from that shit, so we don't really see that. So I think need, period, just needs to be gone. So I think, man, before I die, I know that I'm gonna implement a system, man. Yeah, I'm gonna implement a system for shit, just for the babies, man. Not even just my babies, just like motherfuckers I don't even know, cause this shit is really fucked up, and I don't want the world to be like this for the next 100 years, for the next 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy, and there's no way that it should be like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of greedy motherfuckers. So we really gotta just pull the curtains on everybody and start pinpointing motherfuckers like, he a fake, you know what I'm saying? He a fake, all that shit, so we can like cleanse ourselves, because all this shit is a trap, man. That shit is a trap.